Sorry, I was
Or
just shitting myself,
Yeah, he nailed it
as you do.
yeah,
casually.
as you know, how much?
All the
Oh,
much.
at least 3/4.
No, no, I'm asking how much. Like, does it cost for me to buy it?
Well, that would require a subscription to our Patreon, where you can
Yeah,
get exclusive.
Andrew shitting himself videos.
Yes,
Yeah, but you can only get a Patreon subscription if you buy the merch.
yeah, that's
This is where
true.
Logan
That's
is
true.
supposed to chime in with the merch speak, but apparently,
Maybe his mic died again.
Hi, have you guys all heard of meteorology.shop? If not, you're a fucking little
yeah,
bitch. Is that
yeah,
something you were searching for?
I was, I was,
Something along
I
those
was
lines.
Yeah, yeah,
searching for it. All right,
yeah.
gentlemen, I don't have time for waffle. I have a funny anecdote story for
But I
Andrew,
want
and
waffles,
I want to,
bro.
I want to tell it now before I forget halfway through the podcast, and then just sit here going, I had something funny to tell you. Okay, so. Uh, you know how? Do you remember how?
No.
Well, you and I talked about this, Andrew, a while ago, back in college. Back in college, that makes us sound fucking old.
That's because
Back
you
in
are.
Ellensburg.
I'm
Um,
still in college.
yeah. But you remember how we were talking about like YouTube recommendation core?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So this guy I work with, that's like his entire playlist is just like YouTube recommendation core, but every so often like one and he's always like skeptical because every time I'm like, "Oh, it's this artist." And he's like, "How do you know that? Why do you know that?" And he thinks I'm
Hmm.
just like waiting to read on the car, like 'cause like usually he's just listening to music in the car. And so I think he thinks that I'm just like reading off the artist name when it comes up on the dash. But it's like no, I
Oh
just
yeah.
know this because it's like the most popular. All of these songs have like 30 million views on YouTube because it's just
Oh,
like
does he think that like it's not that popular because he
he well
found it
he
on YouTube or what?
no he's listening to it on Spotify.
Okay.
But uh, so like just to give you a sense of this dude's taste, and he also defends like System of a Down, like no matter what. It's just anyway.
I mean, I think
Um,
System of a Down's fine.
it's fine. It's just not yeah.
It's
But
not my favorite music, but it's
but
whatever.
Weird Fishes by Radiohead came on, and I was like, oh, it's
Mhm.
Radiohead. I love this stuff. And then he was like, for my money, and he like changed the song. And he's like, yeah, for my money, I think Muse is better. I think Muse is more
Oh
original
no.
than Radiohead.
Oh no.
I was like,
More
I was like,
original.
I was like, get me the fuck out of here. It's like, get me out of
What?
Japan. I need to leave. Cause he uh he uh he was like, trying to explain that. He was like, yeah, well, I mean, I think just like you know, Radiohead kind of sounds like way too like similar to Muse on certain albums. And I was like, motherfucker, Muse is
It's
a
the other
Radiohead
way.
copycat.
Yeah, it's the other way around.
I
That's
was
really
like,
weird.
and then we were like getting into like music discussion, and we were talking about like different genres because I was just curious, like, okay, if this guy thinks that about like alt rock, I wonder what his like other stuff is. And so we were talking about like kind of like new like folk kind of music, and I was like, hey, for my money, or not really folk, but like alternative kind of folky stuff. And I was like, for my money, it's probably like Arcade Fire or like Modest Mouse. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
I think those are two of the better like. Obviously, they have albums that kind of suck, but those are like the two better ones that I like. And he was like, yeah, those are fine, but he's like, I think the best one's probably Mumford and Sons. And I was
No.
just like, I was just like,
Oh
you
my
gotta be
God.
fucking kidding me. Yeah, I gotta get out of here. I gotta leave right now. I just, I, everybody deserves to have their own opinion and their own taste, but I just can't believe that's like the equivalent of saying this incredible incredible meal prepared by Gordon Ramsay is great, but I'd rather just eat two tortillas and nothing else.
Yeah, I mean,
You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
it's like
Mumford and Sons is really bad. Like
yes.
it's like I don't like Muse personally, but I can understand why someone would like Muse. I don't
Yeah.
understand how someone could like
Mumford
Mumford
and
and Sons.
Sons.
It's
Yeah.
just
Well,
kind of it's kind of embarrassing, really.
well, I just like I didn't dare. Well, okay. To be fair, I was gonna ask about rap, but he was like, "No, I don't listen to rap. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh,
Rap
okay.
is just what it." So it's like he's one of those kind of people.
But
But
I like Eminem though. You know, one of those kind of guys. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah, yeah, he, yeah. It's Eminem's the only hip hop artist he knows. It was pretty
Oh,
funny
really?
though, because he only knew like really Eminem and Logic. It's like the two
Oh,
whitest rappers. Logan, that was not a dab in the back.
No, I think it was.
To be fair, we've talked about this on previous podcasts. I actually quite enjoyed No Pressure. I thought that was a decent album. That was solid. Um, but I don't know. I guess it came just as a shock to the system because I just haven't met somebody in such a very long time that has had such like contrasting music taste as I.
yeah.
Not to say that like my music taste is better than anyone else's, right? But it's
I
like
feel like that's what you are saying, though.
it is exactly what I'm saying. These scrubs need to expand their tastes a little bit. I don't know. But I don't know, every so often you'll be like, "Oh shit, you're playing Little Dark Age, you're playing MGMT on this?" And then it'll just be like Chop Suey. And I'll be like, "Oh, okay." Which is fine. It's a fine song, but like it's like Neanderthal music.
I'm gonna disagree with you, Sean. I like that song. I think I mean I like Little Dark Age a lot more, but I think it's a pretty good song.
Sister Chop Suey was the original Venom. You can't tell me otherwise.
That is an unfair comparison, dude.
Wake
Venom
up,
is one of the worst songs I've ever
wake up,
heard.
make up, make up, and
Whoa,
then
whoa, whoa.
It's
compare that with Venom.
I think
Venom.
Venom is the best song that has ever been
Venom is the
created.
best.
So
If Venom had played during the Super Bowl halftime show, that would have made everything better.
I was actually I made that joke during the Super Bowl. I was like, I really hope he plays that song.
Yeah, it would just be so funny. Like,
They're expecting like Lose Yourself or like
yeah,
I don't know, the real Slim Shady or something, but
yeah.
then they plays
Hit
Venom.
him with fucking Venom. Yeah, but I don't know. I You learn a lot about a person by their music tastes.
Yeah,
I just was shocked. I was flabbergasted.
that was pretty wild, man. I don't know.
Me and the
I'm trying to
homies.
think. I haven't really met anyone recently that I'm like, damn, your music taste just is so bad.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, so that is kind of interesting. Because
Usually
I feel
when
like as people get older, their music taste kind of gets better. You know, generally. I
yeah.
mean, not always,
Well,
but
this guy is like 26, 27.
oh wow,
So it's like, what the fuck?
yeah.
It's like I don't know. The only people I can think of who are you just like, damn, that is a bad music taste is like the same kind of girls, like drunk college girls who only watch like 90 Day Fiance. They always have like shit taste and
Or
stuff.
or like dudes who only listen to like trap music. You know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And they
mm,
always they always
I
it's
hate
like
those people.
some it's like some white guy who
Yeah,
is
Yeah.
that's
like,
what I'm
"Oh,
saying.
my
It's
boy,
like I'm
my boy. Oh, it's lit, my boy."
And then
He
they
always
do
talks
like
like
the
that. Yeah.
hand thing where they're like pretending to like scoop up shit. You guys know what I'm talking about? They're like wah wah
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
wah
yeah.
wah, wah, and they like spin
Yeah.
like they're slapping ass and like something. I'm just
Yeah,
like, what
yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah. And he's trying to argue that like, yo, Kanye is cool, but fucking
Skeet,
Chief though, the
chief keef.
Keefster. It's like, yeah, okay, it's fine. He's like, you know what I mean? He's like, yo, I appreciate what Dre did for hip hop, but fucking Little Uzi Vert though.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not like hating on the Vertster or anything, but like,
the Verge.
But
I mean, it's
we're
just
not repping the
they're
Vertsters.
like, it's like, hey, top three, I know there has to be a place for Tupac and Biggie, but like Migos though,
Migos.
you gotta get Migos in there, all right? Culture, what was the really bad one? Was it Culture 2?
Yeah, that was the one that
Yeah.
was like super long.
and they like spent like 10 minutes on each song, like
Yeah.
recording it. Yeah. Um,
No, I mean,
damn.
I like trap music. I think it has its time and
Oh
place.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, I just couldn't imagine just exclusively listening to that, or
Yeah.
really any genre. But I just feel like there's a high amount of yeah, specifically like white dudes who listen to trap music only and nothing
Yeah.
else.
Yeah. They they gotta expand their taste, all right? Get a little gorillas in there, all right? That's what
Yeah.
expanded my taste.
To Radiohead.
No,
Yeah.
get a little Viper, a little cloud rap with your trap.
If you can listen to Viper, you can listen to anything, all right? That's
This is facts.
motherfucker putting Mersbo on the aux.
Oh my god, dude.
That Lil Nas X Mersbo like joke track always makes me laugh like to this
That
day.
is that is one of the funniest
Like
uh
you
mashups I've seen.
like you always expect it. You expect you know what's coming. It just makes me laugh every time.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, I don't know. That's the only antidote I had for this. I was in shock. I was in awe. It was just so hard because it's like how do you explain to someone that like Muse is literally a Radiohead ripoff?
I mean, what did you say to him?
I was just like, well, Radiohead's like, go like started making music way before
Yeah.
Muse, and like Muse was really inspired pretty heavily by Radiohead's like initial albums. And obviously they've changed their sound as they've gone on, but like you cannot be telling me that Muse. And he was just like, no, 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 but Muse, I think the only thing though is he did the. I'm calling out Kyle here. He did the Kyle thing where he was just like, no, I mean Creep's like their only good song. And I just was like
Oh, he
foaming
really
at the
said
mouth,
that?
dude. He did, and I
Damn.
was like foaming at the mouth. I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
And that'd be
Foaming.
like telling me that like uh fucking Dummy is Portishead's only good song. You know what I mean? Like I'd be foaming at the mouth.
I'm gonna be honest, man. Dummy's my least favorite Portishead album.
Oh, sorry,
Unpopular opinion.
that's what I meant. It was album, not song.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
It's
don't.
it's
I'm
a
not.
it's a fantastic album, but it's my least favorite one.
Yeah, no, it's the best Portishead album is third, and you can't tell me
Definitely.
otherwise.
I
It's
even like the self-titled better than
than
Dummy.
the original. Yeah, but yeah, I was just I was flabbergasted. All right, I was in awe.
Justifiably so.
Yeah, yeah. Damn. It's weird gonna shit. What comes out? Oh, right. I can just look at your profile picture. Doesn't Kirby come out soon?
Um. Yes. Are you just talking about
Yeah, it comes
Nintendo
out
games
this
or
month, right? Or next
just
month?
games that are coming out? Because there's quite a few games that are coming out. Well, not a
I
few.
was
I know
just
two.
I was just thinking of like the big ones because I remember
Um,
Kirby.
Kirby's coming out very soon. I think the demo might already be out.
Okay.
Something that just came out was the new Mario Kart DLC. The first
Oh,
8
right.
tracks
Yeah.
came out. It's got Coconut Mall on it.
Oh my God.
So
The greatest course of all time.
out of the new 8 tracks that they brought, there is one brand new one.
Oh, they
The
did add a new
rest,
track.
they added a brand new track. So
Holy
that's
shit.
kind of cool. Um, Other than that, the Borderlands Tiny Tina comes out on the 24th of March.
Is it supposed to be like an actual like FPS game, or I don't understand what that game's supposed to be?
I'm not the person to ask on that one.
Yeah. I still haven't played Borderlands 3.
Me either.
I have beaten Borderlands 3. Yes, yes, I have.
I guess I was just waiting to like wait for the all the
The
DLC
deal,
edition that they always
yeah.
release. Yeah. But yeah, I haven't played like any of it, which is a shame
I
because I quite liked Borderlands 2. It's
I
one of my
haven't
favorite
played
games of the
any of
decade.
the DLC for Borderlands 3. Borderlands 3 was it's it's like Borderlands 2, right? But it's just not as good,
Yeah.
like story wise and stuff. And like they really worked really hard on all the guns, but it's just not quite like it's a good game. It's a solid
Yeah.
game. It's just not quite. I mean, how are you gonna beat your best game, right? You don't.
No. Well, also they don't have a turret guy. Like,
This is
what the
true.
fuck is up with that?
Yes,
I always play the turret guy.
the characters were not necessarily my favorite in 3, but you like them, but they're not. I don't feel like they're as memorable as like 1 and 2. Like 1 and 2, you're like, oh wow, yeah, it's this guy. But 3, I kind of like forget who is actually in the game.
Yeah.
So
I uh I want to play it, but at the same time, I just I spent spent way too much money on 2 video games for the Nintendo Switch, which I think I talked about, but um I can't justify it. I've been playing like SMT5
mm-hmm.
off and on for like the last month, and I'm maybe like 30 to 35% into it. I just don't ever have time to sit down and play games for like so long.
I feel that.
We're getting old. We have like real life responsibilities. This sucks.
It does. It really does.
That's why everyone should watch my goddamn YouTube videos so I
This
can
is true.
have a job that's actually enjoyable.
And he can make money and therefore release more Mediology merch faster to you
Hell
at a
yeah.
local area.
Yeah, I can expand to the Japanese market. Yeah. Next video is not gonna have anything to do with like, well, I guess it's fringe, but it doesn't have anything really to do with Japan. I I'm workshopping it now, but
Mm-hmm.
let's just say I'm auditioning to an agency in Japan. Um, I think it'll be a pretty funny video. I
All
think.
right, if you say so.
I do. I mean, to be fair, none of my videos have ever been funny, but this time it's got a chance.
There's a chance this time, he says.
There's a chance.
There's a
Yeah.
chance.
Yeah, I liked like I spent a lot of time on the last video I made.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. By the time I got to it, I did a dumb where I didn't think of like the title and thumbnail before I made the video. I just like had an idea for a video and then I like did it backwards essentially.
Okay.
And so I'm not as crazy about the title and thumbnail for it, but I think it's a fun video. I like that video a lot.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty fun.
Yeah.
I've seen worse.
Yeah, like his previous video before that.
Damn. Damn.
Got him.
I'm getting got.
Got.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to like I luckily I have tomorrow off as well. 'Cause it's a
Oh.
holiday here. But I'm
Oh.
gonna have to like go hard on I gotta film. The problem is this next video idea is like I have to wait for the results of the audition. I don't know how to describe this to you
Spoiling
without
it.
like spoiling.
Give
Yeah, but
you can give the Mediology listeners a little sneak peek.
a little sneak peek. Okay. Let's just say I'm gonna become I'm auditioning to become the greatest VTuber of all time.
Mm.
All right. And and I literally have to record a mock introduction, and I've made a I've made a PowerPoint for I'll have to show you guys maybe after the podcast. Or this could be a podcast exclusive. You know what? Would you like to see my rough draft for my audition?
Yeah,
Hmm.
we can do
Fair.
that.
All right. Let's hear the Meteorology Podcast exclusive. Let's hear thoughts and prayers. Because we'll need thoughts and prayers. Oh shit, hang on. Uh, I forgot how to do this.
What are you trying to do?
Oh, never mind. There we go.
It's going live.
All right. Thoughts and
Hold up.
prayers. All right.
Give me a second.
So just, so
Gotta
just.
gotta make sure everything's on the recording.
All right.
Sir Economy.
So let me introduce you to the character, because one of the requirements for this job interview is that you have to come up with your own character and you have to deliver this presentation in character. So, of
Okay.
course, I am Sir Economy, uh, one of the greatest humans of all time, just one of the greatest of all time. In Japanese, it's a little sneak peek. In Japanese, that says Ikemen sama, which is just like Mr. Handsome. It doesn't really mean anything. It just means like just a shitpost. My role, my job description. I am a vibe vampire. Um,
Oh, like a
somebody
vibe,
who,
as in like you vibing,
yeah, I'm a
like
vampire of vibes.
ecstasy raids.
No, I literally suck the vibes out of people.
Oh, okay, okay. Thanks for the
So yeah, they
clarification.
turn into husks. Also,
Oh,
three-time Super Bowl champion. Um,
now
Nice.
why
yes.
just three? Why not four? Why not two? Elaborate.
You'll see. You'll see. You'll see in a moment. I'll show you some of the backstory here.
Okay,
My
okay,
age, not on the clock, but definitely old enough to rock. All right. I'll just leave it at that.
okay,
Birthday, correct. I do have a birthday. That is
okay.
correct.
Yeah, that's like a check
My
mark.
height, yeah, my height, 245. That's it. Okay.
We're
Sex,
wait, we're talking about 245 lengths, right?
just 245, and
It's
I'll
not
let you
245
determine.
lengths. Maybe time.
245.
All right,
And sex all of the time,
all the
literally,
time.
like, can't pry 'em off. So I figured it'd be a good idea to show you, some pictures of my childhood, Sir
Mhm,
Economy's childhood, that is.
mhm,
I was born an adult, um literally given birth to a full-size man. Because of this, I was put up for adoption quite early. Of course, I was raised by gnomes, sent to a gnome village.
mhm. As you should.
And yeah, many people disrespectful, disrespectful to me. How that man is not a gnome. You can't be raised by gnomes. As we
He's
always
got the
say in the
red hat
gnome
though.
village, as we say in the gnome village, gnomes come in all shapes and sizes. All
Mhm,
right,
mhm,
uh, you can't. Gnomes are just who we are. We're
mhm.
gnomes. So I quickly became the gnome king, the one true god king of gnomes.
Got it. Got it.
Very important to me. You know, just being a perfect being, it's
It's
just
tough.
important. It's
Yeah.
just important to me. Uh, then I was selected in the NFL draft, first overall by the then San Diego Chargers, now LA
Okay.
Chargers. Don't
Okay.
ask me
So
about the move. I'm not quite
just
a fan.
really good.
Uh,
Really good team.
yeah.
Yeah.
I won the Super Bowl
Ah.
in the preseason. Three of them, all in the
Ah.
preseason. Just
Okay.
an
Just gave it to you.
incredible. No, I won them, but just all of the other teams just decided, hey, out of respect to this man's talent, we have to give him the Super Bowls. And so I won three. Now I've retired and I've become a gamer.
Oh,
Uh,
did you get
as
that
my
G Fuel
passion.
sponsorship though?
No, no,
But you
Mountain
did get
Dew
the Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew Voltage. Yeah.
Oh, and the
Uh,
divorce.
my divorce papers. This is my favorite picture, just because it's gaming is in my DNA, and my shirt is just father, legend, gamer, hero. I love this
You forgot to
picture.
say three-time MVP, Super Bowl winner.
Three-time Super Bowl champion.
Yeah.
Talents, I have them, yes.
Yes, of course.
What I like vibing. As you can tell, a vibe vampire. It's in my DNA.
Oh,
It's in my
he's got the
blood.
Supreme. So yeah.
I do got the Supreme, the North Face. I love understanding the Kirby lore. It's one of my all-time favorite pastimes. It's just understanding the Kirby lore. Uh, I don't have a picture for this yet. I like girls who can throw it back.
Mm.
One of my
You should put
one of my favorite interests.
you should put a picture of Andrew with the bucket hat on.
Andrew with the bucket. I was thinking of I don't know how funny it would be, but I was thinking of having like a picture of like a club and then just just like Miss Piggy. Like, but I'll see. Again, this is work in progress, but I also like the Mothman. Um,
Ah, yes.
yeah, it's very, very talented. And
Mhm.
I like this sound. I'm gonna edit in the Reggie Rock, the blah 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 blah.
Of course.
Um, Dislikes. I dislike goblins.
Of
I
course.
dislike gremlins, and
Okay.
I
Uh-huh.
dislike bagools. All right.
Got
All
it.
three of these are just too scary for me. So get them out of here. I don't want
Mhm.
any of these guys.
Yeah.
I dislike people who can't hit the whip or the nay nay.
Are we
As you can
talking
see this
big whip,
picture of
little
me,
whip?
you can see this picture. I'm hitting one of the soon-to-be fattest whips of all time.
That's like a magnitude 9 earthquake.
It's literally gonna shake Japan, this whip. And I also dislike class action lawsuits. Um, Hassle, I think.
Mhm. Mhm.
My goals, yeah, I've scored many goals. I also played soccer, so I have plenty of goals that I've
Mhm.
scored.
Mhm.
Now the quiz. I hope you were paying attention. There is
Yes.
a quiz. Who was my number one wide receiver? What did you use to wipe your fingerprints from the gun?
Okay.
And can Alfred Hedgehog resist things if, or fuck, I screwed that up. Can Alfred Hedgehog resist if things are serious, mysterious? If you knew Alfred Hedgehog, you'd know. You know
Yes.
the answer.
Mhm.
He can't. Can't resist things. If things are serious, mysterious, he can't resist.
Nope, he
That's it.
cannot.
Anyway, I'm actually gonna submit this too to this agency. I'm just gonna like straight up submit this thing. I gotta work on it though. I gotta like tweak it, make sure I get things that are I don't know. I want it to be good. I want it to be funny.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Ahaha, funny, funny.
I do. I do. What'd you think? What'd you think
I
so far?
think
This behind the scenes look.
I think that is everything we need.
Yeah, in a
I think
VTuber.
I think there's no way you're gonna lose. You're gonna
Yeah,
win.
it's the company is. Do you know like Hololive, the biggest like Holo VTuber thing?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's the company I'm gonna apply for. The whole idea for this video is that I saw on Reddit, like it made it to like the front page because they announced that they were gonna let male English-speaking males audition to do like a male VTuber thing.
Okay.
So that's why I have like that blank template as my as the
Ah,
character model.
yeah.
But I don't know, this was a little behind the scenes sneak peek, but I yeah, I'm gonna I kind of got the video idea in my head, but I need to actually like structure it in a way that I want it to.
Mhm.
I need it to be haha funny funny. All right.
Yeah,
I
I
want to make
mean,
people
because
laugh.
if your VTuber career doesn't take off, then
I'm
how are you
fucked.
going to survive? Like we all know that
Yeah.
this podcast can only take you so rich.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
you're
I
We
gonna
mean,
need
we
to
make
get
already are.
richer.
your alimony payments. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. Yeah. My yeah, my divorce papers. My I got I spent so long last night. Like some of them were pretty easy because I just had to like crop the head, but like the one with Justin Herbert and he's like holding the Lombardi, I had to like paint in all of the gaps to like I don't know why I'm spending so much time on this, but I just love this
It's
idea.
because it's
Like
content. That's why. You
like
can't
I have
chintz out
this
on the content.
I have this idea for how the video is going to be structured where I think it's going to be really funny. So,
Hmm.
there's a Meteorology podcast sneak peek. All right.
And if
This
you want to
was
watch the actual presentation, make sure you're on the YouTube.
make sure you're on the tube. Oh yeah, I guess for audio listeners, that was just like nothing. That was just
No,
literally
it was a
I
nonsense.
have no
readout.
idea what we're talking.
It was a good segue into the YouTube. See, we got
It
them
was
bamboozled. Now they have to go. They have to subscribe, and they have to buy our merch.
they literally have to.
They literally have to, or else you are
This
being
is
sued.
this is a gun. You literally have to. I was gonna put for the second question, it was like I was just trying to think of like what's the most absurd like question I could ask like whoever like the interviewer who was like not really the interviewer but whoever's like watching this like
Mm-hmm.
the fucking tape and I was like it's like what did you use to wipe your fingerprints from the gun? I thought it was just pretty funny because it's like an accusation. I was gonna put I
Allegedly.
was gonna put I was gonna put "Are you still drinking heavily?" But I don't know how far I can push it. Like,
That would have been
I
funny.
just want to like, uh, I don't know. I don't know how far I could like, you know what I mean? I
Yeah,
don't want to get
yeah.
like a perma ban
Because just in
for
case
hard.
you do actually want to have, a
They would
VTuber
not.
guru.
No, this this audition. Well, I should have confidence. Clearly, this audition will be one of the best they've ever seen. So,
Exactly.
um, I was gonna put one of the other ones I was thinking of was, have you still been beating your kids?
Oh my
But,
god.
but it makes me laugh. But I just picture like some Japanese person who like speaks English, like watching this, because that's I think who does these interviews. It's like the actual agency in Japan,
Hmm.
just watching this and being like, "What the fuck?" Just kidding. Because I want like a response. I want an email response. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, of
Otherwise, I'm
course.
gonna have to just like, you know, I'll never know.
And you gotta
The
know. We
mystery,
have
the
to know.
mystery will eat me up. I'll never know.
Exactly. See, I understand.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. But in all honesty, you guys think it's funny enough to at least some of this stuff?
Oh yeah, for sure. I think that I think that the reaction is what's gonna like seal it. If you get like an actual reaction, that's gonna be so funny. If not,
Yeah.
it's still a good laugh, especially if you like lay it out correctly, um, to the point where you kind of think like you if I think if you go along the lines of trying to be super serious about it,
Yeah.
and as it keeps going, like at first you can like get away with it, and then they're gonna be like, oh okay, and then like by the end, if you just really like, it's like the hottest Sonic characters, right? If you kind of do it
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
take
You
like
just.
that, I think that's like the way to go.
Yeah. I Yeah. I have like. I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna have to record that too. Apparently, what I'm clearly not doing this to get into the fucking agency. This is obviously taking the piss because something that I think it says on like the the sheet is like your the video thing that you have to do, like your introduction. It has to be like almost 5 minutes long. It's like it's like mine is gonna be like a minute 30, but I think I might like play that into the laughs a little bit. I
Yeah,
might like just I obviously you're I'm sure you're very impressed. Have your people talk to my people.
to get the
I'm
other
very
two
much
minutes.
looking forward to your positive reaction to this interview. I
Exactly.
can guarantee it'll be a very unique interview for them. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, hands down.
But I would like to I have a few ideas for stuff video wise that's like not just Japan focused. I still have
Hmm.
like stuff I want to talk about Japan, but um I don't know. I just want people to watch my fucking videos.
Gotta do a little mix, a little tingle, a little shake here and there.
A little tingle,
A little tingle,
a little shake.
a
Yeah.
little
But
tingly shake.
anyway, I've derailed this podcast with some behind the scenes information, but I figure this is an exclusive sneak peek that many people don't get. All right.
Exactly.
Yeah. Andrew,
John.
how was your shit? Was it good?
Oh, fantastic.
I saw halfway through the thing you like muted. Like
Oh yeah, yeah.
was it a was it have you been cleared? Have you been cleansed?
For the most part.
Got a
Well,
little
that remains to be seen.
some broccoli chunks in there. Chocolate and
Yeah.
cheese.
My favorite Ween album.
You just shit out a Ween album like the CD.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought your favorite one was Quebec.
Yeah, I was joking.
Okay.
Whoa,
Chocolate and
whoa,
cheese is a fucking garbage album.
we don't
No,
joke
that's
here.
like that's my third favorite one.
Garbage. Literally trash. If it's not if it's not chocolate
Sean,
and cheese,
have you listened to Ween before?
literally garbage. No. I know some of the songs from the Malisk, but that's it. or the
Oh yeah,
mollusk.
like
How do you say it? Mollusk, mollusk,
mollusk.
mollusk. Yeah, I know some of the stuff from there, but that's it. That's all I know.
Yeah, that's probably their most popular one.
Yeah, just because it has Ocean Man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and a lot of the songs are ocean themed like that.
yeah, it has like sea shanties and stuff, right?
Yeah. I mean, they're not like actual old sea shanties. They're just like
Not, it's not quite like an Earl sweatshirt sea shanty, but
no, it's no east.
it's still pretty wild that that song like exists.
Yeah.
I don't know, listening back to it, this might be a hot take, but listening back to it, I think like after like the surprise value dropped off, I don't really like the song very much. I think it's
Oh,
like,
really?
yeah, I think it's just like really repetitive and like I can't understand anything he says on that song. Like I can't make it, he just sounds like he's mumbling. Like not just like in the
Yeah.
mumble rapper trope, but just like literally mumbling. Like I can't
Yeah.
like speak up, enunciate, my man. But
I mean, I like it just because it's different.
it is
But I don't think
goofy
I
ass
wouldn't
beat.
go to bat for it. Like I wouldn't be like, oh yeah, that's like a great song. You're dumb for not liking it.
Yeah.
Except
What
for
is
you,
a
Sean. You're dumb for not liking it.
well, I'm just dumb in general.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what is a song you'd go to bat for?
Um. Hmm. Probably a lot of
Logan,
songs, honestly.
Logan, you're in this conversation as well. What is a song that you're gonna go to bat for? Like,
Just any song that I like would tell somebody that'd be like, "This is the song," and if they say no, fuck you, I'm gonna be like, "No, no, 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 listen up here." Is that the
tell
question?
me. Tell me the song. Yeah. Like, what song? If somebody trash talks this song, you're throwing hands.
Oh,
I'm ripping
I
off the
would
Glock.
throw hands for "In the Air Tonight" by Phil Collins. That's a good song.
That is a good
um,
song.
Mine's gonna be "Under the Sea" from The Little Mermaid.
Under the Sea. Hmm. I
Trash
think
song.
mine's. I
Go to
think mine's
bat
gotta be.
for it.
Mine's gotta be "Easy" by Kanye West in the Game. I think.
Do you actually like that song?
I like the beat. The beat's fine, but has one of the some of the worst bars by Kanye I think ever, and that includes
I mean,
"Poop Diddy Scoop."
He's not really known for his bars, though.
I know, but he's had some really like I've been listening recently to Yeezus a lot more,
Oh yeah.
and
His best
there's some
album.
yeah. Don't Logan, don't tell Andrew, but I have to agree with him on that actually. I do
Whoa,
think it is his
whoa.
best
He's
album.
gonna have to go to the
No
bathroom
way,
and
you
not
finally
for a
came
shit.
around, Sean.
Yeah, no, I do think it is the best album. Uh yeah, I think it's this is probably fucking blasphemy here, because I think Yeezus is the best one, and then I think Tlop is the second best album.
I mean, that's my third favorite, so I'm pretty close to you there, Sean.
Yeah, and I and then I think after Tlop, I think it's Graduation.
Damn.
Because I listened back to uh fuck the most famous one that I'm blanking on. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. And there's obviously some the great songs on there, but there's a lot of stuff on that album that's I just think is really boring that I never return to. Which I mean a lot of
Like
people I
what?
know love, but like I don't like Hell of a Life. I don't like Gorgeous. I don't really like Monster.
Damn, you don't like Gorgeous,
I
dude? Or Monster?
hate Monster.
Yeah, I don't like
What?
That is
Monster.
one of my
Dude,
least
how do you guys not like Monster? That's
And
insane.
this
favorite.
is this is like the I'm not just saying this to be controversial, but this is like one of the hottest takes. I just think Runaway's kind of all right. I don't think that
I
the
think
little
it's because you've heard it more and more and more, and that also degrades it.
yeah. I also don't like Blame Game. I think the
Okay,
issue
I get
though.
that. I would get that one. I
I think
understand that.
the issue with a lot of stuff though on My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is that all the songs are too goddamn long.
Yes.
Yeah, no,
You know what I mean?
none of the
Remember,
songs overstay their welcome on Yeezus.
Yeah,
see,
yeah. Like
it's 2 or 3
Blood on
minutes.
the
Max.
Leaves.
Boneless is
yeah,
great.
Blood on the Leaves is the
I will
longest
say
one,
though,
but it still slaps. Yeah.
thing I will say about Monster is the Jay Z verse is pretty bad.
It's the whole.
Like
I don't.
he
I just.
just He just does not bring any energy, and his lyrics are so bad.
Yeah. Now, if we're talking a good monster song, we're talking Eminem, Rihanna.
No, God, no.
Yeah. God, yes. That's
But
yes.
I just like I was listening back to like the whole thing of Yeezus, just like sitting through, because I'd done it since like 2016, 2017, and I was just like, On Sight is such a great tone setter. You know what I mean? Because it's just like, what the fuck is this? But it still kind of slaps. You know what I mean?
It's so
And then
like
like,
it's so loud and in your face, but yeah, it's kind
yeah.
of a banger.
And then uh, it just hits with like three amazing songs, like Black Skinhead, I Am a God, and New Slave. New Slave is probably lyrically one of his best songs, I think.
New
Hmm.
Slaves is
He's
probably my
very,
favorite Kanye song, other than like maybe "Devil in a New Dress."
yeah.
It's
He
kind of tough to decide, but
he's very lyrically focused on that song. Really really interesting message. I also like I for, I forgot that I like it so much, but I do like Bound 2 a lot. Used to
oh
be like
yeah,
that song was such a meme, but that song does slap. I do like that song. But
it's good.
yeah, but I don't know. I just like yeah. I think it's Yeezus, and then I think it's Tlop for me. Just because Tlop's got some good ass songs.
Yeah, it has a lot of his best songs on it. I mean, I love. Um, I think lyrically, uh, in LA is one of his best songs, and "Real Friends" is great.
Yeah, I like Real Friends.
"Ultralight Beam."
I even like Fuck My Life. I like songs like that too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, even some of the like less stuff is really good.
Yeah. Fade is a banger as well.
True, that one
This
grew
is
on
a
me a lot.
yeah, that bass line is just like oof. But
I
Oof.
actually I heard that one on the radio a bit
what?
when it came out. Weirdly
Oh,
enough,
really?
yeah.
Yeah.
The only ones on the radio from that album were like Fade and
Fade and as soon as Andrew said
Boop,
fade, he
boop,
actually
boop,
faded.
boop, boop,
Oh, I did.
boop, boop,
Yeah,
boop.
you like
I said
faded.
famous.
Oh,
Oh,
famous,
famous is
yeah.
pretty good too.
The bitch famous, yeah. I like yeah. I remember when everybody was trying to guess. Remember like the what did Klopp stand for? And everybody was like guessing, and then some guy
Oh
got it
yeah,
right, and then like they give him like a pair of Yeezys or something. Do you remember this? Do you remember this, son? I think it was you who was telling me about it back in high school, Andrew.
yeah. I remember
Yeah. Um. Yeah. I do think it's funny like listening back to some of these albums though, or like songs, because like I do like the song a lot, but listening to I Am a God after he's dropped like Jesus is King and Donda and stuff is such a joke because it's like it just makes some of those albums feel like even more I don't know pandering. You know what I mean? Even more like Kanye doesn't actually feel that way about shit. He's just doing this as a fucking publicity stunt. All of the like church stuff. Like it just makes me feel like even more along the lines that he's kind of just taking advantage of people's like faith to sell an album. Not so much with Donda, but especially with Jesus is King. Like that album is just a fucking temper tantrum about his impending divorce, and he like justifies it by saying it's an album of God. It's like it's, ugh, whatever,
that. Yeah,
whatever. I still Donda is significantly better than Jesus is King, but
yeah,
I'm
definitely.
still not crazy about a lot of the tracks on
Did
Donda.
Did you re-listen to it at all?
I've listened to some of the songs on Donda, and yeah, I mean it. There are some songs that initially I wasn't huge on that have grown on me a decent amount. Um, like what's it? Follow God. I like that song. That's grown on me.
Yeah,
Um, but I don't know. There are still there are still the what's the bum 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 bum
Oh,
the one that
it's
what's that one called? I
is
can't
that
remember.
closed on Sunday?
no, it's
No,
on
no,
Donda.
it's on Donda.
It's like what God
Oh,
something.
Oh, were you talking about the one that had Pop Smoke on it?
Yeah, yeah, and it literally is just like they didn't even like get rid of the beat because Pop Smoke on the track is literally singing to a or rapping to a different beat. And then they just were like, well, the original beat was way more like hip hop, and we want to make this more like gospel. So they just put that horrific piano over it, but you could still hear the song. Like it keeps crackling in because they tried to like noise reduction it.
Hmm.
It just sounds awful. Just take that track off. The album is long enough as it is. Like we don't need that. But I don't know. There are some stuff. I still like that there's some of the cuts off of what was it, Yandi, that never got released. You know what I mean? Or like some of them have
Hmm.
made it onto like newer albums, but they changed it. And like the original Hurricane is so much better than the new one. And I don't dislike the new one, but the original, like the bootleg cuts or whatever, it's like why wouldn't you not just release this? This sounds so much better. It's such a banger. And this one is just kind of boring. At least I think so. And as everybody knows, my opinion is the only one that counts.
Exactly. Like, come on, this is nothing new here.
Yeah. I do really, really like the song Moon, though, off
Yeah,
of
that song's
Donda.
great.
Yeah. Just
Did
'cause
you ever listen to the one that he made with Andre 3000 on that one? It's
on,
only on the like
on,
the deluxe version of Dawn.
oh, no, I haven't.
It's really good. It's called Life of the Party.
With Andre 3000?
Yeah,
Oh my
and
God.
he actually raps on it.
What?
Yeah, it's really good.
Andre
It's my
3000,
favorite song. It's my favorite song on Donda.
Andre 3000 has to be like one of the most interesting like musical figures of the last like decade or two.
Why? Because he only uh like releases like one guest verse every year or so.
Well, I think it's such because he's done like a ton of acting. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? And like, but I think it's so he's such a interesting like I've never seen someone so like universally like respected
yeah,
musically just be like, nah, fuck it, I'm just not gonna like make anything. You know what I mean? Or just like
yeah.
any appearance by him is so like weird and so like what's going on? What's happening?
I
Why is
think
Entree
to
on this?
I think to a lesser extent, there's like that applies to like Frank Ocean, you know, because he doesn't
Yeah, I
release
guess
very much
that's true.
music. But I think yeah, it's even more so with Andre 3000.
Yeah.
It's always kind of a big deal when he's doing something because he doesn't do a whole lot, and it's just so highly regarded.
Yeah. Well, especially because Andre 3000, I think, is, in terms of the musical landscape, is definitely like better than Frank Ocean. I think.
Um, I don't know. For me, it'd probably be pretty close. I love both of them a lot.
And
I
Andrew's
think I
just
think
like Twitch
uh,
eyes are like flickering, and it's like ah.
yeah. No, I think Andre 3000 is probably like one of the coolest people to ever exist. Honestly, he's just so effortlessly cool, you know.
Damn, to
The-
ever exist.
yeah, he's
Holy
just so
shit.
cool.
Fucking like Julius Caesar's like what the fuck?
No, that guy sucked
Yeah. Dude, Logan, you remember when Julius Caesar did that fucking one thing? Ugh.
Oh yeah, that one time at band camp.
when he died.
Yeah, dude. Well,
Imagine
Logan and I were
dying.
stabbing him.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, what? Allegedly.
Well, yeah, allegedly. We're on like a fucking scroll, like our pictures.
Wanted for
That's not proof.
murder.
Yeah,
Music to
that's
be
not proof.
murdered by.
You can't use a cave painting in the court of law, all right? You can't convict us with a cave painting. So don't even try. All right? I just want everybody to know that. No, nothing. Thank you.
Sorry, no, my friend just texted me saying, "Hey, I locked my bathroom door. How do I get it open?"
Oh, you busted down.
And that's when I said, "You get the
You,
bidet out."
I was just gonna say that, Logan.
See, it's the only way. Do you know the way?
Yeah. If your bidet isn't strong enough to like,
Blow a hole through
you
your
know,
wall.
yeah, then if your bidet can't be used by firefighters to put out a fire, like, is it really good enough for you? There might still be some poop
No,
particles way up in your intestine that you need to flush out, so you got to get a
Yeah,
strong ass
exactly.
bidet, all right?
Exactly. You need it to be so strong that you don't have a butthole. That means you never have to wipe again.
Yeah, just literally
that's
comes
true.
right out. I uh I like the heated seat a lot. That's grown
Dude,
on me.
heated
I've-
seat, my goodness. It's it's something you would think that you wouldn't need, and
Yeah,
then you get one and you're like you can't go back.
yeah,
It's a game
yeah.
Sitting
It's
changer.
down on a cold
it
ass
is.
toilet seat in the morning, dude.
Yeah, no,
Not me.
it is. It's literally a game changer. Like it, I'm gonna when I move to the new apartment, I'm literally gonna spend like $160 just because of how much I value that heated seat.
Dude, it's
Like,
yeah. It's like it's complete game changer. Like
yeah,
that alone is worth it. Like having the whole bidet, yeah, like I know it's not for everybody, but like even if you don't want a bidet, get a goddamn heated
it's
seat
yeah. The
with the
heated seat is
self-closing, dude. Oh,
yeah. The heated seat is scrumptious.
it's great.
There's some that they sell here that are like $300, but it has a Bluetooth remote. So rather than like pressing on the side, you can just like stick it wherever. And I just thought it'd be really funny to get one of those and not tell anybody that it's a remote one, but then just like keep the remote so like they're mid shit and I'm just like turning on the bidet.
Oh, see, that's how mine
That's
is.
evil, Sean.
I have a remote on mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it triggers based off of being on like a it's like a sensor, so you have to be sitting on like you have to be
At the
touching a certain part of the right side
yeah.
of it. So you could technically like lift up your right cheek and then it'll turn off
Yeah.
because it
Your
doesn't recognize because it won't let you turn it on without like somebody on it, you know?
your nutsack literally has to be drooping in the bowl for it to trip
Yes.
the sensor,
Yes.
right? You gotta be swinging that shit from side to side. You know how those like truckers, they put them on the back of their truck? No?
Yes, 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 yes,
What?
yes,
Okay.
yes. The
You know what
balls,
I'm talking
yes.
about?
Are you talking
They
about
put
truck
the
nuts?
yeah, yeah, yeah. They put like the
Oh yeah, those
nutsack on the
things.
back of their truck. You gotta let it hang like that in the toilet bowl. All right. If it gets a little dribble on it,
Little
then
splash. That's okay because the bidet is gonna clean it out for you.
yeah, you just if you get a little dribble on it, then don't use the butt bidet. Use the vagina bidet. It'll just clean off your nutsack. Uh, you know there's people who have absolutely sprayed their nutsack with it.
Yeah,
Oh, for
that
sure.
was you, right?
Yeah, I haven't. No, no, I have not. I always like. I don't know why. I never sit on the lid in like the same spot. I guess because every time I have to like readjust once the bidet. It's always like spraying a cheek. You know what I mean?
Oh, see, that's just because you're bad.
It's probably true. Yeah,
You just need
I don't
more
have the
practice.
need more bidet practice. Ugh, man, oh man.
Well, with that, it leads us to recommendation time.
Does it?
It
Does
is.
it lead us to
It
recommendation
does.
time? I see.
Yes. C is for
All right.
cookie. Andrew,
Yeah.
what is
I
your
suppose I'll
recommendation?
recommend something. Uh, I just watched a movie.
What?
Uh, yeah. Sometimes I do that every once in a while. There's a Spanish movie called The Platform. It kind of reminded me of like Squid Game a little bit. Also, it was also on Netflix.
I think
Uh,
I've seen a trailer for this. It's the one where it like lowers food from the top to the bottom,
yeah,
right?
yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's like a prison, and uh, the platform full of food like lowers down. So like there's less and less food every level
Yeah.
on the prison. it makes for a pretty interesting story.
Yeah. What would you give it rating wise?
Uh, I don't know, like a 7 maybe.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That was pretty
That's
good.
pretty good. Yeah. Damn. All right, Logan, hit us with it.
So, new game just came out March 16th. It's on Xbox Game Pass. So if you losers have that, like I do, it's called Tunic. Sean, have you
Tunic.
heard of Tunic?
I have not.
It's isometric, kind of more cartoony-ish kind of feel and like vibe to it, right? But it's kind of like the best way that I can suggest or say how it is it's like a Legend of Zelda mixed with like little Dark Souls.
Little Dark
Oh,
Age.
Little
Little
Dark Souls.
Dark Age.
Which is basically saying that like, you in Legend of Zelda you get items, you get weapons, and you can equip them, and then you have to like unequip them, equip new ones to do like the puzzles, right? So it's like old school Zelda, but like toned down incredibly like less, so it's like more simplified, right, on that
Yeah.
aspect. But then there's you go against the bosses and stuff, and you have low life, but it's not too punishing if you die. If you die, you just lose coins, which is kind of cool. And then you don't lose world or like map progress because you can unlock things in the map, so you don't have to like keep going back and forth or going all the way around. So that's kind of nice to it, but you definitely do have to go back and kill everybody. And if you heal through like the shrines that they have, like your healing points, it also respawns all the enemies.
Oh,
Then there's your various bosses and stuff. So it's got the aspect of like how you need to learn how to play the game and like what it wants and how some of the creatures you go against, how they work, and what's the best way to use it. Um, and so I don't know. It's a pretty fun game. It's free if you have Game Pass. I don't know how long it is. I've been playing for about 3 hours, and I beat like the two first sections. The weird thing about the game though is instead of actually like how most games you get into a game, it's like, oh, do this happens, like especially with I mean, some games are different, but a lot of games nowadays, right? They tell you what happens, or they let you die and then tell you what happened. This
yeah,
game, everything you get is through like this flip book. You get this flip book pretty much by picking up pieces on the ground of like paper,
yeah.
and it's in a completely like runic language, like it's its own language, with some like English things here and lots of pictures, and it's like a whole guidebook, and it'll tell you go to page 12, and then if you get page 12, it's like maybe it's a map of the area to like kind of show you what you need to do, or it has like images of like the creatures that are there. They kind
Yeah.
of like give you descriptions on it. But then there's like other things where it's like to upgrade your guy, it's all in this weird language, but it tells you like, oh, press tab on your thing, and then it basically shows you how to do it without actually telling you. So like if you just don't read any of the stuff, which of course you can access this stuff in the main menu kind of thing, but it's very interesting because I've never seen a game that kind of is just like you like literally start in the game and it's just like you just need to start wandering around to figure out what the fuck is going on.
Oh,
And
that
so
sounds
like
pretty fun though.
yeah, so at the start you could go anywhere you want. They kind of limit it by basically what you have to get the sword before you can cut down trees. So there's kind of only one path you can go. But like in the little flip book, it's like, oh, go here, go here, go here, right? But like you don't know that at the very beginning of the game, right? Like you only found that out
Yeah.
later once you've kind of started getting all these pages and stuff. It tells you, oh, do this, do that, kind of thing. So it's an interesting take on a game. It's fun. But if you, I don't like Dark Souls games, but I think it's easy enough and like quick enough to pick up and understand of how the game works, so it's not like, oh, I'm just gonna bang your head on a wall and give up. So if you get past that first like I'm just gonna say hour to make it like very generous, then you're set. Like you might get hooked. If you don't like it past that time frame, then give it up. Who cares? It's a free game on Game Pass.
Yeah. But what if I don't have Game Pass?
Well then you need to subscribe to the Meteorology podcast.
And you get Game Pass for free,
You don't get Game Pass for free.
allegedly.
Allegedly. It
Allegedly.
comes with you get a free 10-second code with each hoodie you purchase.
Yeah. A code for what? We don't know, but you do get a code.
You get a code.
You get a free Mountain Dew Code Red.
It's a steal.
Yeah, deal of the century. I'm gonna recommend music. I'm gonna recommend
Just all
the
music.
reason I'm recommending this is because I had a bit of a case of mistaken identity. I'm recommending Jamie XX, the album In Color. The reason I mistaken identity, for the longest time I thought Jamie XX and Charlie Puth were the same person.
Oh no.
And so I very much do not like Charlie Puth or the music. So I just never bothered to listen to Jamie XX because I thought it was the same guy, just with like different handles, you know?
That's fair.
Uh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turns out Jamie XX not that guy, and he's actually a very talented music producer. And In Color's honestly a pretty solid album. I thought it was
Yeah.
there's some good stuff on there. So I'm gonna recommend it. So if you were like me and you thought that he was Charlie Puth, then he's not. Can confirm. You can give that album a listen. All right, it's pretty good. There's some good tracks on there. There's some good tunes. That's it. That's my recommendation. All right.
Oh, okay. You gonna take us away in your best VTuber impression?